And we are about to begin here. Bedford will kick the ball off. We play 40-minute halves here in high school soccer. And the action is about to begin. Bedford in black and BG in white. Pass is broken up there, but Bedford retains possession. Kick to midfield. Radford tries to chase it down. That's broken up. And Elizabeth Flynn takes over. There's a whistle, and there'll be a restart here in just a moment with Gabby Forte. She'll have the free kick there from right around the 40-yard marker there. Header there by BG. Ball still loose, kicked in toward the BG net. And Aaron Morris, the freshman goalkeeper, makes the save and is ready to kick the ball away.
Yeah, always surprising to see a freshman goalkeeper here in the playoffs, but Morris has good size, which is important for a goalie.
Possession back and forth at midfield. Passes up, broken up by Bedford. Header right there by DeAngelis. Another attempt there by Flynn. And the officials blow the whistle and give BG the free kick. So Grace Kelly puts the ball into play. Rolls into the Bedford end. Kick back out toward midfield. Kate Simpson fires it back in. It goes out of bounds. Goes out of play, I should say.
Brianna Coco had that first clear for Bedford. Get a look right there at her outstanding defensive play. She's really physical and aggressive and takes charge back there.
Mary Kate Finn with the toss in. Knocked away and then knocked right back by BG. Both teams trying to control the ball right now. Finn with it. Broken up there by Flynn. She runs into Finn, who kicks it back toward the Bedford net. And Hernack picks it up there and fires it back to midfield.
Great decision by Hernack to come out and play that ball near the 18. That one was almost an outstanding scoring opportunity for BG.
Good point. If she had decided to hold back, then they could have gotten to the ball and possibly had more of a scoring chance right there. Another free kick from midfield. The ball's knocked out of play. BG will take over.
You can
37-minute mark. I'm sorry. Right now, still no score in this game.
You start to hear the wind picking up a little bit, and looks like almost all the girls are out in their short sleeves. They're used to this as New Hampshire soccer veterans.
Now BG picks up the loose ball and fires it down. Picked up there, and then fired right back. Into the Bedford end. Kick toward the sideline. It goes out of play past Hannah Michael. Now Finn with the throw-in. Michael fighting with Molly Finn. And the officials say it went off number 1 in white. So Bedford will have the throw in here.
Some choppy play so far, Harry, from both sides. Like you mentioned, trying to gain possession, but neither team able to get into much of a rhythm yet.
Another free kick here for BG. Mary Kate Finn hands the ball off to Grace Kelly. He'll kick it from the midfield stripe toward the Bedford goal. Long kick into a crowd. Stopped right there by Shayna Salas. And a shot easily handled there by Hernack. And she'll kick it away. Hernack kicks it. Kicked forward by Hannah Michael. Intercepted by BG, knocked right back in. Now cross-field pass, contact right there, no call. Or there is.
Yeah, looks like they got a foul there eventually on number 24 for BG. Natalie Coutu.
A free kick by Forte. Kicks it up into a scrum. Flynn tries to knock it back, and they're going to call another whistle here. And BG will have a free kick. Kelly now at the 40-yard stripe. Low kick. Intercepted by the Bulldogs, fired back. And kicked again into the BG end, where Kelly has to chase it down, but instead she lets the goalkeeper, Morris, handle it.
You'll see McEachern up front there, number 4 for Bedford, who has amazing speed. I don't think she's had a touch yet, though, so Bedford's got to find a way to get her the ball.
Bedford now with the ball, broken up by BG. Kicked back by O'Brien, and BG picks it up again. There's Finn, tries to head it up to her teammate, a collision, and we're going to have a whistle, and it's going to be a foul on BG, and Bedford will have a free kick.
I'd like to see Bedford try and string a couple passes together here.
I think they're still trying to kind of figure out how to get the play going. It's mostly been a bit of a ping pong match here with just knocking the ball back to each other. Neither team really having much of a scoring chance other than just a long shot toward each other's net. Mary Kate Finn gets it up to her sister, number 1, Molly Finn. That's broken up temporarily. Kicked up the sideline and then kicked right back down, where Bedford will just let it go out and they will have a possession.
Yeah, Jess O'Brien wisely shielded there and let the ball cross the end line, so Bedford can retain possession on the goal kick.
That was Kate Simpson, whose kick went out of bounds. And again, Forte kicks it up to midfield. Knocked away by Shayna Salas. And now here's an opportunity down the sideline. There's a pass inside and a kick and scores. That was number 4, Mackenzie McEachern, at the 32-40 mark.
What a great one-touch goal there. She just found a little bit of an opening, and I think she surprised BG with that one-timer that just went under Aaron Morris. There's that first goal that Bedford got that they were looking for to gain momentum here in this preliminary playoff game.
And Olivia Tulin is given the assist on the play, although I could argue that the initial pass to Tulin probably deserved an assist as well. That was really what sprung the offensive opportunity, that great pass to the sideline.
Yeah, that was Gabby DeAngelis, number 7 in the middle of the field, who started that run by playing it up the left wing.
Now down the sideline, the pass is over to Hannah Michael. Too far for her, and instead BG just kicks it out of bounds, number 14, Finn. So we'll have a throw in here by Jess O'Brien. Little contact there. Another whistle. Number 24, Coutu, knocking over Elizabeth Flynn on that play.
Another good scoring opportunity here for Bedford. This free kick is almost like a corner kick, so Bedford will likely set up in a corner kick type formation.
And Salas will have the opportunity here. Has to clear the wall of BG defenders first. And there's the kick toward the net, and heading attempt. Instead, it just rolls right to the keeper, and Morris is able to pick it up. No harm there. Bedford in the lead, 1-0. The goal coming at 32:40 the first half. And like you said, Andrew, big score there. Take the lead and gain the confidence here to get the jump on BG.
Yeah, that's perfect in the first 10 minutes to get that momentum. And, you know, because BG was off to a decent start, creating some decent opportunities.
Now Finn passes to her sister down the sideline. Molly Finn, that's too far, and Bedford will take over possession. Coming up in the 30-minute mark here of the first half, with the Bulldogs up 1-0 here in this Division I. I guess to call it a opening round. It's the
preliminary matchup. 4-13 seeds. The winner will play the winner of Concord and Timberlane.
As of right now, we only have one other playoff score. Exeter is ahead of Wyndham right now, 2-0. And that's coming up on halftime. We'll keep an eye on our Twitter feed. Let you know when we have any other scores. Another free kick here by BG. Long low kick is blocked. Picked up by Finn, then back to midfield to get Grace Kelly. Her kick is blocked by DeAngelis, and then fired up and intercepted once again. Megan Lord tries to get by one. Instead, it's broken up. Bedford clears it, kicked right back in by Grace Kelly. Still loose, but Bedford's able to chase it down. Now Negro with the ball on the far sideline. Her centering pass is broken up and picked up by DeAngelis, who tries to clear it out, but instead BG takes over. Gets around one defender, tries to get it on net, but instead it goes out of play behind the goal line, and Bedford will retain possession.
Looks like they're now going to signal corner kick.
So because it went off a Bedford defender, that centering pass. Okay.
So BG will have its first corner kick of the day.
And it looks like number 6, Julie Negro, will have the opportunity. Bedford resident, attending BG. There are a total of 4 Bedford players on this BG squad. So Negro with the long pass. Oh, and a collision in front of the net, but they retain possession. Now Negro gets it back on the sideline, takes another kick, long kick, and it just bounces over the goal. Close call there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that one just hit the top of the net. That was a dangerous angle. If it had been a little bit more to the left, it might have found that back corner. It had a nice bend to it from left to right, but just barely over the crossbar.
And now Forte will kick it back into play. Knocked back by BG, but the officials blow the play dead, and Bedford will have a free kick again near the midfield area. 27:42 left in the first half. Bedford in the lead, 1-0 over BG in this opening round playoff game. Chiara Porcelli has it along the sideline. Now Bedford takes it back. Kicked away by Megan Lord. She knocks it out of bounds, and Bedford will throw in. The throw-in bounces off a Bedford player. Now DeAngelis tries to reset the Bedford attack. Kick down the sideline. The pass over to Hannah Michael. She's able to kick it off a BG player. It looks like we'll have a corner kick. It went off of Finn right there.
A nice ball ahead by McEachern to set up that corner kick attempt, and Mackenzie will be taking it herself.
So the player is now set up for the corner. Here comes the ball, and a header. Oh, just past the goal line. Good opportunity there for the Bulldogs, but off the mark.
It's hard to see the numbers from here, Harry, isn't it? But I think that was Shayna Salas with the header attempt.
Kind of switching back and forth between our binoculars, and it's a little hard to follow, but Morris for BG kicks it ahead. Finn tries to get it up. Instead, Elizabeth Flynn takes over, and her header takes it out of bounds. BG will retain possession. Claire Donovan now at the toss in. Actually, we have a substitution. 18 comes out. That's Kate Simpson.
Number 13 into the game for BG. Delaney Ramallo.
On the throw-in, it's broken up. But BG tries to get it down the sideline. Broken up again by Bedford. They intercept. A little bit of contact there. Ball out of bounds. And what's the call? Looks like they're going to give it to BG here. On the throw-in. That's Carter. Back to Megan Lord. She tries to get around 2 Bedford defenders. Winds up. There's a whistle. I guess they call contact on Lord. So, nope. It is going BG's way. I kind of thought that was the case. So Lord will have a free kick here from about the 34-yard marker. She's going to let number 2 Hannah Lord.
Her sister. She's going to let her sister take the kick.
And a kick toward the net. Blocked by Bedford. Still up in the air. Loose. Finn trying to body block for position. And instead, Bedford breaks it up.
Great defensive play by Coco there to clear that ball.
Tries to get ahead to McEachern. There's a collision. And they're going to call contact on McEachern. And BG will have possession on a throw-in.
I didn't see that as a foul, but either way, Hannah Lord with a great defensive play for BG. If she didn't play that properly, McEachern would have been in alone.
Now Grace Kelly's kick. Gets past everybody. Oh, that was a little bit of miscommunication there between Coco and the goalkeeper, Hernack. Hernack came out to play that. Coco instead threw it out of bounds, and now BG throws it back in. Lord lets the ball out. Bedford will take over.
Yeah, I think on that last play, Coco just got a little bit nervous that Hernack wasn't going to get there in time, so she wisely cleared it out of play.
Now along the sideline, kicked up in the air. The ball is toward the Bedford net. Hernack is there to scoop it up.
I'd like to see Hernack roll the ball out here to make sure Bedford has possession. Instead, she punts it up, and it's a 50-50 ball.
And it goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Bedford. I guess the official said that it went off a BG player. On the throw-in, intercepted there. Now knocked back. Kind of a little back and forth between the two players, exchanging headers, and finally out of bounds once again. Possession BG. Donovan with the throw-in to Kutu. Knocked away by Bedford. DeAngelis tries to head it up to her teammate.
Kate Simpson just checked in for BG, replacing Chiara Porcelli.
And the officials call a foul, and we'll have a free kick for the Bulldogs. I believe that's Salas with the kick. Header by BG. And then Kutu headers it out of bounds. But they're going to say BG possession. Or at least, actually they called a foul here. It'll be a free kick. So Kelly, ready to kick it away for the Cardinals. Headed away by Bedford. Now a kick, header up ahead. They're going to call contact there.
Yeah, tough call there on Ellie Flynn. She just played through the ball, but caught a little bit of the BG player.
She had the right idea, getting it up to McEachern. So Kelly with the kick. Ball still loose, being chased down. They're going to call
dangerous play there.
Was that on number 16? On Carter? Brianna Carter? That might have got the call? Oh, no, actually, it's on Bedford, so free kick here. Right at the 18 line. Number 10, Megan Lord, is going to take this kick.
Yeah, it's the best scoring opportunity for BG here. Bedford setting up their wall here.
And the officials moving them back a little bit, giving Megan Lord more room. How do they determine how far away you're supposed to be?
10 yards. So they're about 8 yards out now.
Lord with the kick. It's blocked. Loose ball up ahead. The kick. And goes off a Bedford player, rolls out.
Another great play by Brianna Coco. She's the one who charged in there and deflected the initial kick, which led to Bedford regaining possession and getting this goal kick.
But a bit of chaos there in front of the Bedford net. Could have been a dangerous situation. Now at midfield, there's a lead pass up to number 17. That's Hannah Michael. Goes off a BG player. And now kicked out of bounds. McEachern with the throw in for O'Brien. Centering pass intercepted by BG and knocked away. Now Carter gets it to her teammate who kicks it downfield. Hernack will just run over and pick it up before Carter could get to it. We're past halfway in the first half. 18:52 remaining, clock running. Bedford with the 1-0 lead here in this opening round playoff match. Finn kicks it back. That's Driscoll with it. BG trying to kind of settle things down. Kutu kicks it. Every time they try to get something going, Bedford breaks it up. Now up the sideline, out of bounds. This will be Carter with the throw-in. Actually, correction, I believe that's Donovan. Header by BG. Ball's loose, comes out to Elizabeth Flynn, who tries to get up to McEachern. Kicked away by BG, a clearing attempt. Instead it goes out of bounds. Tulin now with the throw-in. Trying to find a teammate, tries to get it to DeAngelis. She's outmanned along the sideline, but comes up with possession, centering to McEachern. Now over to Shayna Salas. Long kick. And Morris gathers it in for BG.
Well, that one didn't have too much of a chance of going in, but sometimes it's nice to just get that first shot on goal from Salas and settle in here.
Never a bad idea to get it toward the net. I mean, balls take funny bounces. You never know. At midfield, Hannah Michael comes up with it. Turned back over to BG. Still trying to come up with a possession. Now Salas, up to DeAngelis, back to Salas. We've got something here. Salas with the kick, bounces off of number 12, Grace Kelly. Donovan now puts it out of bounds, out of play, and Bedford will have the throw-in.
Strong physical defense there by Claire Donovan, breaking up that strong opportunity.
Long throw-in for McEachern. She can't control it. BG kicks it to midfield. And Forte tries to kick it back up. Now here comes Michael. Tries to get over to McEachern. She bounces off of one defender. Back to Michael down the sideline. Tries to kick it. It's going to be out of bounds. Goal kick. That went off of Grace Kelly. Smart play there. Or is it? What are they calling here?
Yeah, they said that Michael had the last touch there.
That's curious because it really went right off the BG player, so that was kind of a strange call there. But BG with the kick. Morris. Players are still trying to come up with possession. McEachern, she's knocked down. What's the call here?
Yeah, they're going to have a free kick. Great play by McEachern there to gain possession, shielding the BG defender, and then she drew the foul just about 4 or 5 yards outside the penalty area.
And I think that's a result of her just really forcing the play. She kind of wouldn't take no for an answer. She kept trying to fight her way through the play, and the BG player ended up taking her down. So now she's got the free kick at 15:24 the first half.
Yeah, she really is relentless.
And the kick heading for the net. Oh, just too far. That was kind of in a no man's land where it was over Morris's reach, but just over the crossbar. Again, a matter of inches, they might have been able to sneak under the crossbar.
Yeah, I think ideally she would have hit that a little bit farther to the left so that one of her teammates could have come in and attempted to head her, but it still almost had a chance to go in.
So under 15 minutes here in the first half, Bedford ahead 1-0. Morris with the kick. Kicked over again. A little collision there. Kutu and Elizabeth Flynn for Bedford. They're going to call that on Kutu.
Yeah, Flynn had possession there and drew the foul.
There's a long kick. Header by BG. Trying to settle down here. Olivia Tulin chases it along the sideline. She's knocked down. It'll be a throw in here.
Wow, they say no foul and BG possession.
Interesting.
I thought there was a bit of a trip there.
Along the sideline, knocked out. They're going to say it's off of Bedford player, so BG will have the throw in. Donovan ready to throw it in. Over the head of one player. Now headed back. Still being knocked around midfield. Julie Negro trying to settle things down for BG. She's being watched by DeAngelis. The ball goes out of bounds and Bedford will take possession. I'm sorry, I know how to play. I just can't stop saying out of bounds. Now DeAngelis up to Tulin, who loses control. It's going to be BG ball. Tulin again. Gets away from one defender. Gets it up to McEachern. McEachern escapes one defender. Good centering pass there to Salas, but she couldn't maintain control. Got knocked down in the play, and BG sends it down the field. Now Coco. Intended for McEachern. Knocked away by BG. Finn tries to control it. Goes up to O'Brien. O'Brien back to Flynn. Meets another BG player there, but Flynn is able to chase it down. And they maintain possession. That was 14. Mary Kate Finn. They're going to say it went off of BG, and they'll get the possession here. 12-minute mark now of the first half.
Looks like they called Ellie Flynn there with a little bit of a shoulder.
And Kelly's going to have the kick here. Instead, it's intercepted by Bedford. Crossfield pass up to Michael. Now Flynn gets by one defender to McEachern, back to Flynn. She's got some momentum here. She runs into a BG player. No whistle, no stoppage in play. Up to Finn. She chips it up, but it's knocked right back by Brianna Coco, high up in the air. Header by Finn. Very physical play here today. A lot of collisions. Now here's a long kick by Salas. Bounces off a player, goes out of bounds. Not quite. Held in by Bedford. Now McEachern tries to settle the ball down. Down the sideline, couldn't quite get it to Hannah Michael, and it goes out of bounds. going to just say that it's really impressive watching McEachern handle the ball. She's a very gifted ball handler. She could have all kinds of defenders around her. She still manages to find that opening to settle the ball down and make a play.
She's had a lot of great touches with both feet, and then you combine that with her quickness, and she's just lethal up there in terms of creating opportunities.
Ball is back in play, knocked back, and it looks like Morris will have an opportunity to do that again. Takes it out to the 18-yard stripe, punts it away. Goes to Mary Kate Finn, kicks it ahead to her sister, Molly. She can't control it. Instead, Donovan tries to get it ahead, knocked back by Bedford. Now Porcelli up to Bianchi. Bedford takes over. Flynn gets it up to Michael. Back down to O'Brien. Tries to get it ahead to McEachern. Too far. And Simpson, she falls down. Michael tries to kick it ahead. Instead, Salas tries to maintain control. And now DeAngelis. BG takes it back. Up ahead to Finn. She runs into Flynn at midfield. Here's Megan Lord. Gets by one Bedford defender, but it's broken up. Bedford tries to settle things down, puts the play back, and then up along the sideline. There's a give and go, broken up by BG. Now Finn with it. Molly Finn settles the ball down across to Kutu. Bedford's able to break that up. Kick up ahead to Tulin. And here she comes down the sideline. She's got a lane to work with. Ball up ahead to McEachern with some speed. Knocked away by Grace Kelly. What are they going to say here? Off of McEachern? No, they're going to maintain possession to Bedford.
Strong defensive play by Kelly there in the open field with McEachern.
And now the officials change their mind and give it to BG. There's the throw in. Went back out of play. Bedford resumes possession. BG's able to break that one up. DeAngelis couldn't control it. Still fighting for it with Megan Lord. Goes out of play. BG with the throw in. Hannah Lord now. Or actually they're going to make this a free kick. DeAngelis intercepts. Comes up the pitch. Tries to feed it to McEachern. Too far. Back down. Michael, fighting with a player, is able to maintain control. Now McEachern. She's being watched by Kate Simpson. McEachern still with it. Feed across to 11. Flynn. McEachern again. Now over to O'Brien. O'Brien is able to beat her defender. Centering pass to O'Brien. Across to Anna Kim. Good passing here by the Bulldogs. Now there's a pass across to Michael. She had an opportunity. Couldn't quite get a leg on it, though.
Harry, that was the best passing sequence we've seen for Bedford in this first half. Great footwork over on this side by O'Brien and McEachern, and worked the ball at the left corner, got that cross, and Hannah Michael almost got in there for a great shot attempt.
The Bulldogs have had the edge, I think, in the offensive chances in this game, and they have a 1-0 lead in this game, thanks to a goal by Mackenzie McEachern at the 32-40 mark. Out of bounds, BG with the throw-in. Donovan Tries to get it to her teammate. Instead, Bedford intercepts. Kicked back by BG. Chased down by Kim along the sideline. Kicked up for McEachern. Tries to settle it down. Kutu instead for BG has it. Now Porcelli tries to feed it up ahead. And another kick. Broken up there. Flynn had it momentarily. Now the ball goes to Megan Lord for BG. She tries to feed it down the sideline. And instead, Ernick picks it up, comes out of her goal to settle the ball down. That pass was intended for Carter.
Taryn Naftali with the ball now on the right wing. She just checked in for Hannah Michael. Naftali, number 6 for Bedford.
There's a kick by Finn. Intercepted by Flynn for Bedford. Gets the ball up to DeAngelis, now to McEachern. She gets around one defender and taken down here, which should be a call. And it is. Probably a free kick here.
That's
penalty, right. A free kick from right about 28 yards away from the goal.
Yeah, so this is right in that in-between range where she might elect to try and kick a direct shot onto goal, or she might set up one of her teammates.
Let's see how this play develops. There is 4:10 remaining here in the first half. McEachern with a free kick from about 27 yards out. The kick, she goes direct and sails over the net.
Well, she had plenty of leg there. She's going to be a little bit disappointed there with that wasted opportunity not to at least challenge Erin Morris and make her make the save.
Would have been a good extra point, though.
Yeah, it would have.
And now Morris is ready to kick it back into play. Low line drive up to Romalo. Kicked back in by Bedford right there. And number 15, Tulin, along the sideline, feeds it up to
Salas.
Salas, thank you. Now McEachern. And it's knocked away by Kelly. Bedford will have the throw-in. Kim with the throw-in. Intercepted. And now BG with possession here. Tulin tried to settle it down, but the officials blow the whistle.
Yeah, that touch just went a little bit too far across the end line.
2:36 remaining here in the first. McEachern, she collides with number 18, Kate Simpson. And BG will have the free kick. That's Kelly. Knocked away.
Nice header by Coco.
Kutu tries to settle it down. Flynn. Still kind of loose in midfield. We're going to have another free kick here. It'll go BG's way. 2 minutes remaining.
Important 2 minutes here.
Right, the clock stops. It'll be now the officials that determine when the half will end. No injuries to speak of, so I don't think it'll go much past 2 minutes.
Bedford certainly wants to keep that 0 up on the scoreboard heading into halftime. Maybe even sneak in another one here if McEachern can get a breakaway.
And here she is. A feed up to her teammate Salas. Can't quite control it. Moore scoops it up for BG. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Long kick. Up to Carter for BG. She's got some momentum, but from behind, great defensive play by number 9, Forte. Long pass down the sideline for Naftali. She gets to it, but not before number 12, Grace Kelly, kicks it out of bounds. They're going to say it went off of Naftali, so it'll be BG ball. Up the sideline. Naftali with the header up to McEachern. Tries to get it across now. Does to Flynn. Now kick back to DeAngelis. Across to Posh. Is it Parchman? No, that was O'Brien.
O'Brien, yep.
Now the attempt to get it back to Naftali goes awry. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be a BG ball. And they're going to call that the end of the first half. So, and welcome back everybody for second half action here at BHS Stadium, where the Bulldogs of Bedford enjoy a 1-0 lead over the 13th seed Bishop Guertin Cardinals. Just one goal to report on, scored by McEachern, assisted by Tulin right around the 33-minute mark of the game. I'll get you caught up on some out-of-town scores. We have one final. One game got an early start and is now complete. Exeter with a 3-0 win over number 3 and number 14, I believe. Yeah, number 3 and number 14 seeds. 3-0 Exeter with a win over Wyndham. Two other game scores we have, neither of them reporting any goals, but both at the half. Number 7 Winnacunnet and number 10, I believe, Merrimack. There's no score in that one. And then 8 and 11 Pinkerton Goffstown. Also no score there. No report yet from Concord Timberlane. That's the 5 and the 12, I think. Whoever wins that game will face the winner of this one. And we begin. BG starts the play. The teams change direction. Now Bedford going from right to left. And a kick in by Flynn. Rolls out of play.
Same starting lineup for Bedford.
And Hernick with the ball at the 6-yard corner. Kicks it ahead. Knocked up in the air. Collision there. Kutu tries to get it back to her teammate. But Bedford will throw it in. Now Olivia Tulin heads it in. Rolls out of bounds. McEachern tosses it back in, and a quick play. Tulin shielding the ball with her body, gets it across to Flynn, who gets it back to her defender. Now Tulin again. The ball rolls out of bounds, but contact there by BG by Kutu, and Bedford will retain the possession. Gabriella Forte with the free kick, sends it toward the net. DeAngelis now, and a kick to the corner is deflected. DeAngelis has another chance. That's blocked by a BG player. DeAngelis one more time, and Morris had to dive, knock the ball away. So a couple of great chances there, both by Tulin and DeAngelis, putting a couple of quick shots on the BG net.
Yeah, Tulin started it with that left-footed shot, and as you said, DeAngelis 2 more, and now McEachern's going to take the corner kick.
And the ball comes in. Attempted header there by Flynn, just missed. Rolls out of bounds.
It's a great ball by McEachern. It's an ideal spot. Her teammates just couldn't connect with it.
And they're going to call another, this isn't a corner. I believe this will be a throw-in. It'll be a corner. Okay, so McEachern will set up once again. This time from the other side. It'll be to the left of the BG goal. And McEachern approaches the ball, puts it into play, lands square in the middle, knocked away by Morris, but still loose. Held in and kicked again toward the goal, and Morris is able to collect that. O'Brien was the one who kicked that toward the goal. Bounced off a Bedford player, but Morris was able to play it. The ball goes to midfield, and Flynn, chasing it down, tries to feed it up ahead to Michael, and goes up to Mcginnis, and it goes too far. But the officials say it went off a BG player, so Mcginnis will throw it back in. This time off a Bedford player, BG will throw in. That's Donovan with the throw in. Took a funny bounce, and Morris decides to come out and play the ball.
Good thing that she did, because Mcginnis was right there.
36 minutes left in regulation time. Bedford with the lead, 1-0. At midfield, some contact there. Officials call that on Bedford, so BG with the free kick. Grace Kelly now. Kicks the ball away. Knocked back by Bedford. Another feed attempt is blocked away. Ball still loose, but squirts out to midfield. Kicked back in by Kelly. Down the sideline for Finn. Tries to chase it down. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Bedford's possession. On the throw-in, DeAngelis comes away with it. Racing down the sideline. Feeds it up ahead to Mcginnis. Goes out of play, but Bedford will retain possession here on the throw-in. Toward DeAngelis. Now Flynn, her shot is off of Kelly. Tries to center it, goes out, and it will have another corner kick, I believe.
Yeah, the BG defender just deflected it. Ellie Flynn, it looked like she may have done that on purpose. Just tried to get a deflection off of BG to earn that corner kick, and that's exactly what happened.
I think a lot of players try to do that. Sometimes easier to get that corner kick and set up for a play later than try to get it on net or center to a teammate. And here's the corner kick. Kind of curves up and misses everybody. It was intended for Hannah Michael, and she couldn't quite get a leg on it.
Looks like they called a handball on that play.
It did look like it hit her in the hand. Unintentional. That is a long kick. Knocked away. And here's a chance for Bedford. Salas up to Tulin. She's got a shot. Centering. Oh, what a terrific play and a save. Tulin just centered a perfect pass to Mcginnis. And Mcginnis' shot was stopped by Morris. Just a great side-to-side play there.
Yeah, great opportunity for Mcginnis. She one-timed it. She probably had more time to settle the ball, and she probably would have had an easy time scoring it, but she may have thought she had pressure coming on her, so she went with a one-timer.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, I wouldn't fault her for doing that. You just want to get the shot away. But great job there by Morris to read the play and get in front of that shot. So that could be the save of the game there for BG. Now the ball back in play. Michael tries to chase it down. She gets knocked down. No call. Another collision there. Mcginnis able to come up with the ball. This time the officials do blow the whistle. It'll be a free kick.
I think Bedford would have preferred a play on there. Mcginnis was about to set up a great, about 4-on-1 opportunity.
Ball in play. Mcginnis. Ball's kind of bouncing around, and then finally comes up to number 16, Carter, who kicks it, and it goes out of bounds. Jessica O'Brien chases it down. She'll be ready to throw it in. Bedford player knocked down right there by Claire Donovan.
Another free kick for Bedford, drawn by Michael.
And Forte now will take the kick right around the 30-yard marker. Toward the net. Header there by number 7, DeAngelis. Goes right to Morris. Good try. Morris kicks it ahead. Picked up by a Bedford player. Flynn, she gets muscled off the ball, gives up to number 16, Carter. An attempt to hold it in there by Negro. Instead, it goes out of bounds, and Bedford will have it. Here's Kim with the throw-in. Tries to get it up to Flynn. Goes out. Now Kutu for BG with the throw-in. Waiting for the play to set up. We have substitution. That explains the delay. Little collision right there. It'll be Bedford ball. 30:43 remaining in regulation time. Bedford leading 1-0.
Chiara Porcelli checked out for BG on that.
Thank you. Now fighting for possession. Here's a great pass up to DeAngelis down the sideline, but broken up there by Megan Lord. And she gets it up to Negro, who kicks it off a Bedford player, and will have the possession stay with BG. Now the throw-in. Little too far. Picked up by Forte. Kicks it down to the far field, a little too far. McEachern's trying to chase it down, can't quite get there. We'll see what the call is. It'll be BG ball. Now at midfield. Ball's moving across, being chased down there. Negro has it. She's chasing it with Kim on her. Centering pass. Missed her teammate. Instead, Bedford takes over. Now Tulin gets up to McEachern. She settles the ball down. Sends it back to DeAngelis. Now back up to Tulin. Tries to get by. Can't quite do it. Kim, she fans on a kick. Now back up to Tulin. Trying to block out her defender. Instead, BG sends it down the field. Back up and out of play. It'll be BG ball. Here's Kutu with the throw-in. Sends it up to Negro. She settles the ball down with a body block, and now Megan Lord. The play is broken up there by Bedford. Pass up to Flynn. Now Tulin. Got some room down the sideline. She's got McEachern with her. Moving in, trying to find a centering lane. Can't quite do it. But the consolation prize will be a corner kick as the ball goes off of number 12, Kelly.
Yeah, that play had some potential. Then McEachern stumbled in the middle, and then BG did a good job to deflect it out and force a corner kick.
28:31 remaining in regulation. Bedford up 1-0. Corner kick now. McEachern sets up. And the players are all away from the field. It looks like they'll close in as the kick approaches. Here comes the kick. Long pass and a goal. Trying to see who got that. Was that number 9? Forte? I couldn't quite tell who he went off of.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was Salas, but Forte sure celebrated, didn't she? Either way, that gives Bedford a nice, comfortable 2-0 margin.
So off the corner kick for McEachern, Bedford is able to convert and double their lead to 2-0 at the 28:08 mark of the second half. So they're giving the goal to Shayna Salas.
It's a one-timer, really.
Goal by number 8, Shayna Salas. Assist to number 4, Mackenzie McEachern.
So McEachern is awarded the assist because she was the corner kicker.
And it was a perfect ball on that corner kick, right in that 5-6 yard area, and the one-time volley gives Bedford the 2-0 lead.
It was kind of a point-blank shot, really hard for anybody to stop that.
Yeah, Morris really didn't have a chance on that.
So play resumes. Michael, along the sideline, sends it back to Kim, but it's knocked out of bounds by number 14, Mary Kay Finn. Bedford will retain possession. On the throw-in. BG with possession. Kim now breaks it up. And DeAngelis for Bedford up the sideline. Broken up again by BG. They still have it. Long pass down. Broken up by Bedford. Once again broken up. Kim kicks it away. Tries to lead it up to Michael, too far. Instead, Donovan has it for BG. Goes off of her. Bedford with the throw-in. Too far for McEൠ. A little bit of a misplay there. BG's got to chase it back down. That's Kate Simpson. Tries to get it to the goalkeeper. Here's an opportunity. Salas almost scored again. But a save there, I believe, by number 12. Was that the player that got in front of the net?
Yes, it was. Grace Kelly turned into the goalkeeper there, in a sense, making the save.
Now Bedford trying to apply the pressure here. Centering pass is broken up. Flynn. Bedford still with possession. DeAngelis has it. Cross-field pass. A little too far, but Kim tries to chase it down. BG instead kicks it out. Now Kim with the throw-in. Oh, dangerous play there. Looks like Kutu might have took a cleat to the face. Was it the ball? It looked like she did get hit in the face, and they're going to call dangerous play, so they'll take over here. On that scoring opportunity, it looked like it was a clearing pass that took a funny bounce.
Well, I think McEachern crossed it, and it just went over the goalkeeper's hands. And then she was on the ground, and that's why it was an open net until Kelly came to the rescue for BG.
And Salas had to step in, almost had an opportunity for a second goal, but like I said, Kelly was able to serve as the backup goalkeeper. Now on the throw-in, DeAngelis has it down low along the goal line. Still has it. Centering kick. And a nice opportunity there by number 9, Forte, but that just went wide. 24:37 remaining in regulation. Bedford now with a 2-0 lead thanks to a goal off a corner kick by Salas. Morris is ready to kick it off for BG from her goal. Bedford with a couple of good scoring opportunities in this half. The long pass. Possession being fought over there. Number 2, Hannah Lord, decides to just kick it out of bounds.
Bedford
go ahead.
Slowly gaining more and more of the possession here. Really in control of the game here in the second half.
Now Tulin with a kick. Takes a bounce and bounces over everybody and heads out of bounds. It'll be BG ball. As Donovan throws it in. Picked up along the sideline, but lost out by Bedford. Now there's a kick up and down along the sideline. There's a centering pass, but Kim's going to chase it down. Tries to turn the corner. But number 8 was able to make a play on that. That's Tegan Mcginnis, another one of the Bedford residents on this BG squad. Bedford BG retains possession here as Hannah Lord is ready to throw it in. Trying to find somebody open into the corner. That's Finn. Now to Lord. Off a Bedford player.
Ellie Flynn there stepping in to knock it out.
Hannah Lord will have another throw in here. Another substitution here. Looks like Michael is leaving the field. 2 new players in for BG. Trying to get their numbers, waiting for them to turn.
Naftali in for Michael again for Bedford.
And looks like Negro's in for BG. Corner kick opportunity here for the Cardinals. As we approach the 22-minute mark remaining in this first half. Big opportunity here for BG. They haven't had too many scoring chances so far. Negro's kick. The header just over the net. Didn't catch who did that, but good chance there for BG. Just couldn't connect. Now with a goal kick to midfield. Ball bounces up to Driscoll, but Bedford takes over now. BG steps back, knocks it out of bounds. It'll be BG ball on the throw-in.
Clock turning into the best friend for Bedford right now. Only 21 minutes remaining, up 2-0.
Lord trying to maintain possession is fought off the ball by Brianna Coco, but they're going to call a foul there, so BG with the free kick. Hannah Lord will take it at about the 25-yard marker on the field. Waiting for play to begin. Okay, it looks like Lord is ready here. Going to drive it toward the goal. The teammates getting into position right now, waiting for the kick. They're all clustered right around 15 yards away from the goal. Here's Lord's kick. Off the mark, instead it goes to the right of the Bedford net. And we're past the halfway mark of the second half. 19:59 to go here in regulation. Bedford up 2-0. Goals by Salas and McEachern.
Two good opportunities there missed by BG, that corner kick and that free kick. They've got a real uphill battle now if they want to get a chance to tie this game in regulation.
That pass too far for Negro. Kim on the throw-in for DeAngelis. Gets by her defender. Now she's got a lane down the sideline. That's broken up there by Simpson. And players are down. We'll see what the call is. It's going to be on, the call will be on Bedford, so BG will take over here as Grace Kelly is ready to kick the ball back into play. Number 13 there for Bedford. O'Brien comes up with it. Gets it across to Salas, one of the goal scorers. Up to Flynn. It's off of Flynn. McEachern takes it over, though. The sure-footed ball handler here. Kicks it back to her teammate. Tries to get it ahead to Tulin. Instead, BG tries to clear it out. It goes out, and Kim will throw it back in. Up to Tulin. Back to Kim. Instead, Negro breaks it up. Puts the ball back out of bounds. But it was ruled off a Bedford player. So Hannah Lord instead will have the throw-in. Or somebody will. Let's see what happens. Looks like Lord is, nope. I was going to say she looked like she was heading for the sideline. Instead, she stays in the field. And Claire Donovan is ready to restart play with the throw-in. Broken up by Bedford. Tulin feeds it up to McEachern. Tries to settle the ball down. Comes out of the scrum with the ball. O'Brien, or Flynn, sending it up the sideline to Tulin. It's a race. Too far. Ball out of play, and BG will take over.
Yeah, Tulin just ran out of real estate there.
Now Kim knocks it back toward the BG goal. Here's Flynn with it. Far pass. That intended for Salas. Tries to keep it in bounds. Instead, it goes out. Finn with it. on the throw-in for BG. 17 minutes to go here in this second half. Now the ball to McEachern. Gets by one defender, long pass, long shot, just wide to the right of the net.
McEachern has really been impressive today. You know, you'll notice that when she gets the ball, even if there's a defender on her, she just looks poised and comfortable, and she makes her decision, and then she usually creates something positive after that.
She plays the role of the quarterback here on the Bedford offense. Once the ball gets to her, she's able to settle it down, make an assessment of where her teammates are, and try to come up with a play. Now Tulin coming down the sideline. Good stop there. Is able to shake off a defender. Centers the pass. It's kicked away by Kelly. I believe we'll have a corner.
At that time, McEachern tried to go with a little surprise spinning volley and just got a little piece of it.
Well, the Bulldogs were able to score on their last corner. We'll see what they can do here with 16:11 to go in the second half in regulation time. The kick comes a little far. Attempted kick there. Here's another one that's just going to sail over the goal. That was Brianna Coco. The initial player who came in to make the play fanned on her shot. Then Coco was able to get a kick away, but it was too high over the net. Morris for BG, ready to kick. But instead, McEachern comes up with it. Centering pass to Salas. Gets by one player, another one. There's a shot and scores. Beautiful play by Salas, her second goal of the game. And that puts the Bulldogs up 3-0.
Yeah, McEachern started that play again by intercepting the goal kick.
Good for goal by number 8, Shayna Salas. Assist to number 4, McGeachern.
And so another assist there, just like the last goal. McEachern, although this time was centering pass instead of a corner.
That's right. And then Salas, really impressive footwork there to get from her right foot to her left, and nice strong shot with her left foot into that right corner.
And now here's Tulin, gets the ball up to McEachern, gets around her defender. She's got a lane toward the goal. Centering pass, kick and save by Morris. Tulin got some leg on that one. Might have been on her off leg, the left leg. Wasn't able to get much on that. But Morris was able to make the save on the short side. But in the process, gives up the corner.
Everything going Bedford's way now.
They're in good position with under 15 minutes to play in regulation and a 3-0 lead. McEachern on the corner. Here comes the ball. And it goes in.
Directly in.
She was able to curve it in. Everybody's kind of stunned there, including McEachern. Couldn't believe she did that. But she was able to bend the ball toward the net.
And that is a direct kick, Harry. So another Bedford player does not have to touch the ball.
So 2 goals within about 30 seconds of each other. This one unassisted by McEachern.
Number 4, McGeachern, unassisted.
McEachern's been involved in every single goal. 2, she scored the first one and that fourth one, and she assisted the second and third.
Yeah, I think we've got our player of the game already.
Yes, we do. We were all a little dumbfounded there because we weren't sure what we were seeing. The ball just seemed to curve right into the net.
And you're right, McEachern was too. She had that look on her face like she was not expecting
I did what?
that.
That went in? It wasn't until her teammates ran over to congratulate her, I think, that it sank in that she was able to score a second goal. Now the feed up to McEachern. Bedford definitely with a lot of confidence now with this 4-0 lead. Everything's going their way. Kelly tries to make the defensive stop. Instead, a kick right there by 17. Hannah Michael sails over the net. Another opportunity. Now Kutu kicks it away just to kind of get the play over with. Looks like BG will get the corner. They're going to call a foul there on
DeAngelis.
DeAngelis gets the ball. Still has control of it, fighting off two players. Rolls out of play. Bedford will retain control. Kim will handle the throw-in. No, they're going to call this a free kick. Sorry about that. Forte. She'll take the kick. Curving toward the net. Right to Morris. She was able to catch that in her bread basket. Make the stop. And the kick up. And away by BG. Tries to get it ahead up to Brianna Carter. Fighting with Kim. Or correction, I believe that's 13, Jessica O'Brien. And Bedford will retain possession there. Coming up on the 12-minute mark here of the second half. Bedford up 4-0. Looks like we have a few more players coming out. Tulin just came out.
Paige Muir checking in for her on the left wing, number 3.
So some of the reserves will have a chance to get a little playing time now with a comfortable lead of 4 goals. Ball's kicked away by Bedford. Broken up. Kicked right back. Looks like McEachern tries to come up with the control there. Fighting number 4, Brenna Piquette. Bounce back to number 14, Brianna Coco. And Bedford comes up with it once again. Salas tries to lead the pass. Looks like it's a little too far. Chased down there by Chloe Tardif.
Riley Chu over there now, number 5.
Ball's thrown in. Off of DeAngelis. Although call a foul. BG with the free kick. 11 minutes remaining in regulation. Bedford up 4-0. This is the opening round of the Division I girls soccer playoffs. Bedford, the number 4 seed. We'll see if we have any more updates from other games.
3 more subs coming in for Bedford. That's number 2, Isabella Tagliaferro. Number 12, Isabella Poshman. And number 20, Avery Manny.
One quick sports note here. The season finale between Keene and Goffstown being played in Goffstown. That start time has been moved up to 10:30 in the morning. No doubt some consideration given to the rough weather we're expecting on Saturday. So that game is going to be played early. Of course, Bedford and Merrimack, huge contest Friday. That will be seen on BCTV 23 right here, as well as heard on Bedford 105.1. Looking, no word on any new scores from other playoff games, unfortunately. As soon as we get them, we'll pass them along to you. Here's a feed pass. Intended for Taliaferro. Broken up by BG. They have it. Paquette tries to clear it up. Instead, Flynn intercepts, sends it down the sideline. Under 10 minutes to play here in the second half, I should say, in regulation. All the bench players in the game right now, different players, getting some playoff action here.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for them, and they're not just playing the last 3 or 4 minutes. They're getting a good 10 to 12 minutes of action, which gives them some great experience and also keeps the rest of the team healthy for the quarterfinals in the next round.
Pass up there to Manny. And instead, Tardif takes over and throws it in. Back out of play. That's Poshman, Isabella Poshman. Seeing some time here.
Now we've got number 10, Ashley Babotas, checking in, as well as 16, Rachel Roy.
Poshman sends it down the sideline to Babotas. Poshman again. Babotas down the sideline, tries to get it ahead to Tagliaferro. That ball goes behind the net. I don't believe this is going to be a corner. It'll be a BG ball. We're at the 8-minute mark now of regulation. Bedford up 4-0. Morris still in goal for BG. We'll kick it away. It's knocked back into the BG end where Brianna Dargan chases it down, lets it roll out. And what will be the call? It'll be called a corner kick here for Bedford. Babotas takes the corner here. The kick curves away from the goal and goes all the way up to number 16, Carter. Intercepted by Bedford, and they send it the other way. Now BG coming with it. Number 7, Radford, is avoiding some defenders. Carter up to Maloney. Pass up ahead, broken up by Bedford. And Tagliaferro is fouled, so a free kick coming up here for the Bulldogs. There's a long kick there by Forte, but BG comes away with it. Broken up by Bedford. Ball goes up for Carter too far. It goes out of bounds. Six minutes remaining here in regulation. Looks like a few more substitutions happening.
Taryn Naftali checked back in there. Now he's going to play defense for Bedford.
There's Poshman with a cross-field pass. Paige Muir gets a foot into it, but taken back by Mcginnis. And now Tagliaferro. Pass up to Manny. Here's an opportunity, broken up. 21, that's Bianchi. Sends it to the sideline. Poshman to Chu. Her kick goes out of bounds. Coming up on the 5-minute mark here.
Tagliaferro got her foot on that one, just hit it 5 or 6 yards wide to the right.
And the kick from Morris. Broken up by Bedford. That's Babotas with the ball. Now to Rachel Rowe. Tries to pass it back to Babotas, too far, goes out. BG with the throw-in. Picked up by Bedford. Kicked ahead. And here's a roller over to Muir. She gets knocked down, no call there. Muir has another chance down low. Manny's kick is wide left. 4 minutes remaining here in regulation. Bedford up 4-0.
Well done by Muir there to set up another scoring opportunity.
And off the kick. Rolls back out of bounds. It'll be another kick attempt here by Morris. Clock is ticking away on the Cardinals season here. Unable to repeat the magic of their 1-0 win a few weeks ago. Been all Bedford today, with just a handful of opportunities for the Cardinals. On the throw-in, Naftali to Bobotis. Broken up by BG, they send it to midfield. Now Forte tries to settle it down. Coco chases it back. She sends it out of bounds. A few starters still out there, just to kind of maintain control. It'll be a throw-in here by number 22, Grace Maloney.
Yeah, if Bedford can finish this out with a 4-0 win, it'll be the third straight shutout. Send a nice message to the rest of the tournament field.
On the throw-in, that's Braden Radford. Kick out of bounds, and Maloney will throw it in once again. Sails it over Molly Finn. Muir. Crossfield pass, and now here comes Bedford taking it the other way. Riley Chu had it for a moment. Now Bobotis sends it down the sideline. Too far for Poshman, unable to play it. It'll be BG ball. We're under 2 minutes now. We're on official time. Don't expect any extended play here. No real injuries to speak of. Here comes BG with one last gasp. Play's broken up. Molly Finn had an opportunity there. Now Bedford coming the other way. Pass across to Manny, and she gets knocked down by Maloney. We'll have a corner kick here, I believe. Was that kicked away by...
Yep, that's going to be another corner.
Yeah, nobody's making a play for the corner. Finally, somebody runs over. It's going to be number 10, Bobotis. Nope. Change of plan.
Yeah, with McGinn out of the game.
This is going to be Forte. I wonder if we'll see one of the Forte flips here. Nope. She's putting the ball on the ground. Here's the corner kick. Headed away by BG. Bobotis is chasing it down, or Poshman, as I should say. She's pushed off the ball, and now here comes BG the other way. Brianna Carter. Still with it. Cleared away by Bedford. And the official calls the game, and it's a final. As the Bulldogs rush the field and congratulate their keeper, Hernack. Pitches their third shutout. 2 goals by McEachern, along with 2 assists, and 2 goals by Salas are the difference here in this game. 4-0 your final.